So, you're not very popular, not many people listen to you, but you want to make some friends. Maybe you want to be a good leader. You want to be a good guide. You want to impact the hearts of people. You want to change the world. Okay, so I'm going to say some things and I'm going to lead it back to Christ. Because that's where it opened my eyes. And it's amazing. Say you got 4 people. You want to give them an idea, share an idea with them, maybe open up to them and be friends with them and talk with them. But you got the first person who they hear and they're like, I totally disagree with this. You're dumb. You're stupid. They don't listen to you. They mock you. They go and they tell all their friends, their group of people, like, that guy's an idiot. And okay, that sucks. And you got the second person who they start to hear, and they were listening. They liked what you were saying, but their group of friends come and they're like, "Why are you listening to this dude? Like, this is ridiculous. Like, you're not one of us if you talk to him." And they're just like, "Oh, sorry." Yeah, and they fall away and they don't listen to you anymore. Then you got the third person who they're listening and they're starting to grow and bond with you, and they're like, that's pretty awesome, but they got a whole bunch of stuff going on. It's not even their fault, really. They've got a lot to worry about. They're led away from you. They don't have much time for you. Maybe they're trying to make money and they're more worried about money than hanging out with you, and they're led away. But then there are the people that they hear you. Ideas are shared, they're planted. You start to grow, and their friends come and you're like, "Oh, come listen to this. This is awesome." And you start sharing your ideas, and they're opening up to you, and everything's starting to grow. You're starting to have a big group of friends. You're able to meet with people, and those are the people that are important. So let's lead it back to Scripture. Christ used stories called parables, and what he would do is he would speak in imagery, and you would have to use your imagination to be able to see it, but there's a message underlying it, and you have to have good ears in order to hear it, and you have to be the good soil, the fourth person, So he goes out into a boat because there's a bunch of people following him, and he starts speaking so they can all hear. The sound carries over the water. And he says, "A farmer went out to sow his seed. As he scattered the seed, some fell along the path. The birds of the air came and ate it up. Some fell on rocky places where it did not have much soil. It sprang up quickly because the soil was shallow. But when the sun came up, the plants were scorched, and they withered because they had no root. Other seed fell among the thorns, which it grew up, but it choked the plant. It choked the plants. Still, other seed fell on good soil, where it produced a crop, yielding 160 or 30 times what was sown. He who has ears, let him hear." Now that might make sense because I've explained it, but to his disciples it did not make sense. They're like, "Why do you talk to them in parables?" And the knowledge and the secrets of the kingdom of heaven have been given to them, but not to the other listeners. And they couldn't listen, they couldn't see, they couldn't perceive it, they didn't understand what was going on, and they fell away. But the ones who heard, they're blessed. This is what the parable means. Okay, this is starting in, this is all in Matthew 13. I started pretty much at the beginning to tell the parable. But starting at Matthew 13, verse 18. Listen, then, what to the parable of the sower means. When anyone hears the message about the kingdom and does not understand it, the evil one comes and snatches away what was sown in his heart. This is the seed that fell along the path. First person. The one who received the seed that fell on rocky places is the man who hears the word and at once receives it with joy. But since he had no root, he lasts only a short time. When trouble or persecution comes because of the word, he falls away quickly. It's the second person. The one who received the seed that fell among the thorns is the man who hears the word, but the worries of this life and the deceitfulness of wealth choke it, making it unfruitful. It's the third. But the one who received the seed that fell on good soil is the man who hears the word and understands it. He produces a crop yielding 100, 60, or 30 times what was sown. The messages, they got spread, they got sent, and everybody hears, and he starts to have friends, followers, that's cool. I hope you use that and understand that. Don't be discouraged when you go out and talk to people, because there will be, the seeds on the rocky places and on the path and among the thorns. But there are going to be some people, and if you're genuine with yourself and with them, you're going to make some awesome friends in this life. Give it the course. Those seeds, they don't grow overnight. You don't plant corn and it's already grown. It takes time. So know that. Don't be discouraged, and be patient. Be kind. Be generous. Love. Have joy. Share. Provide wisdom. And even some people who didn't quite get it at first, they might have just heard that's gonna grow. You're gonna build good connections. You're gonna have good friendships, and I'm really excited for you. And there's been a lot of good people in my life, and the word has definitely helped me. Christ is the good shepherd. I'm a sheep, and he protects me. He leads me to where I can eat the word, which is like consuming the knowledge. He leads me to where I can drink, where I can hear and listen to people who expand on that and bring understanding. So, and he leads me. He's led me on a good path. Of course, there are a lot of wolves out there who try to eat the sheep, false prophets, wolves, and they might be wearing sheep clothing, so be careful. And just know that Christ is solid ground to stand on, to understand truth, and to share wisdom, and to build communities and friendships, and to speak from the heart. It's God's good. Jesus is good. I like that you were able to listen, and please share, share your word with people. Share who you are with people, and it's going to be good. Have a good one. Boop. Stop it.